everybody!
Hey everyone, Jatt here. If you're familiar with our Teamfight Breakdown series from last year, thank you for watching. This year, we're making some changes. Instead of exclusively focusing on teamfights, we'll be going in depth on many different aspects of pro play, like individual champion mechanics, macro strategies, and yes, even teamfights. We'll be calling this series The Breakdown. It's a minor shift, but I'm excited about where it'll take us. Let's get into it. In Game 1 of ROX Tigers vs KT Rolster during Week 1 of the 2017 LCK Spring Split, we saw KT's AD carry Deft excel in his first game back in Korea. I want to focus specifically on Deft's Ezreal, how it differs from other marksmen, and how Deft's clutch play managed to carry a late-game teamfight. Ezreal has long been a favorite of the best AD carry players in the world due to his high skill cap. Ezreal offers high amounts of burst, high mobility, and has more choice in his target selection than most marksmen. In order to take advantage of his tools, however, Ezreal has to keep track of all threats on the opponent team to know when it's safe to go in, and has to have a strong understanding of his burst combos and how to execute them. Here, the main CC threats that Deft has to worry about are Enchanted Crystal Arrow from Ashe, Nether Grasp from Malzahar, Heroic Charge from Poppy, and Scatter the Weak from Syndra. It's a lot to keep track of. Deft looks to open up the fight with his full burst combo onto Graves, which is True Shot Barrage, followed by Arcane Shift, an auto attack, and a Blade of the Ruined King active. This combo deals an immense amount of damage and also has the benefit of granting Ezreal move speed to kite with afterwards. While Deft misses his True Shot Barrage, the rest of his combo lands and he nearly kills Graves, forcing him to collateral damage for safety. Immediately after, ROX look to lock Deft down with crowd control. Sanguine's Ashe fires Arrow, Mickey's Cinder goes for a Scatter the Weak stun, and Deft narrowly dodges both. But funnily enough, he didn't expect to. Deft activated his Quicksilver Sash right as he expected the Ashe Arrow to connect. Now with both his Arcane Shift and QSS down, Deft's temporarily left with only Flash for safety. Because of this, he hangs back and pokes with Mystic Shot from max range, hoping to reduce his Arcane Shift cooldown. Once Deft sees Linderang's Poppy use Heroic Charge onto Pawn's Rise, and Key's Malzahar use Nether Grasp onto Score's Elise, he knows that all of ROX's most threatening crowd control spells are on cooldown, and it's safe to enter the fight. And since Deft was accurate with his Mystic Shots, his Arcane Shift is now off cooldown, and he executes Graves with a simple burst combo: Arcane Shift, Mystic Shot, and an auto attack. At this point, Deft gets hit by Linderang's Keeper's Verdict and flies back towards his base, which conveniently lands him on the other side of the teamfight. He then begins hitting Linderang, who expends Heroic Charge onto Score to finish the kill. With Heroic Charge down, this means the last CC threat Deft has to worry about is Scatter the Weak from Mickey's Syndra. Knowing this, Deft goes for a truly spectacular play. Understanding that Mickey wants to land a Dark Sphere and Scatter the Weak stun onto him, Deft predictively flashes to dodge Mickey's Dark Sphere, auto attacks, and then Arcane Shifts next to Mickey for the damage, while dodging Scatter the Weak. And even though Mickey attempts to react by flashing away, Deft's red buff finishes the kill. He then turns his sights on Key, who Smeb is locking down, and while Deft's Mystic Shot is blocked by a Voidling, his auto attack finishes yet another kill. Finally, Smeb and Deft turn onto Linderang and force him to flash over the wall, winning the fight for KT. Looking back, Deft played this fight flawlessly, taking advantage of Ezreal's mobility to greatly enhance his target selection. He managed to keep Linderang's Poppy at arm's reach the entire fight, while shifting around the battlefield and removing higher threat targets one at a time. To contrast, Sanguine's Ashe flashed forward to finish a kill onto Pawn's Rise, but in doing so, he sacrificed his positioning and was collapsed on quickly by Smeb's Maokai and Score's Elise. All told, Deft tracked opponent cooldowns to dodge CC, executed his burst combos, and had stellar target selection while dealing 5,739 damage during the course of the fight. Thanks to the fantastic execution from Deft, KT extended their lead and went on to defeat the ROX Tigers 2-0.